Oh, hi Apple. How are you? Macam sihat ke? Give me a minute. Hey there. What have you been watching? If you're there, please say hi. Say hi in the comments. Let me know if you're there. Well, today we got some really important news to talk about. First, let me look for the article review.
We got the fire and the passion and we standing tall. Like the towers in our cities, you can see us from the fall. Shining bright like the lights, you can be that star. I can be that for like 30 seconds or more.
Good afternoon, man. Okay, right. How's Hana? How's the baby? Yeah. Say hi to, right? Hope the baby are doing fine. Good. I miss you guys, man. So long. Lama tak sampai you guys. Yeah. And hey, the three other people who are there, let me know. If you're there, man, please say hi. To know that watch the baby.
Okay, I know they aims us. Guys are clean of us, is lean to us. With this rap is what
Sorry,
to us. We got that right
I'm sure. Laki tak nak perempuan lah. Boy or girl lah. And berapa bulan? 6 months maybe. Yeah, this is like jadi our private conversation. Wow, now I got time to watch livestream, but today is not really the livestream because today next week there should be lah, right? So not every Friday I can sometimes we need a pod. The clients don't want to deal, they don't want to share the song, they want to when they name the stream, I will always try to edit the time to watch some kind of live. They like right? And I don't know, some people actually prefer this, you know, I get some feedback and comments that they actually prefer live instead of streaming. It's a boy, 2 weeks now. Okay, right. I think it's about the showcase here. Comments in the stream. They're fine. Now about the time to watch the last week. It's a boy, 2 weeks now. Yeah. Glad to know, man. Very happy. Facebook ni. That's the thing, it's not inside the according to the timeline when you order. It's pening kepala, man. Okay, alright. This one. Okay, let me do and share. Let me try and share this up first. Let me remove this. Okay, stop sharing. Share screen. Share another Opera tab. Share Facebook. Can we see this? Can you see this, guys? Yeah. All right. Okay. Let me try and put it full screen and see that. Put it full screen. Oh, it is already full screen. Okay. Right. Just received an email from RPM about MRM lah. Good or bad news in my opinion, okay. In my opinion, okay. Maybe whether it's good or bad news, maybe you guys can mungkin you tell me, man, whether it's good news or bad news to you. But let me just very quickly kind of read through the press release. Okay, so joint press release: MECP, PPM, and RPM resume licensing with the dissolution of MRM. So maksudnya MRM dibubarkan, okay. So MRM is no more. Okay, it's history. PPM and recording licensing bodies have announced the dissolution of Music Rights Malaysia Berhad. Okay, so it's been official lah. Actually, this news actually has been sort of leaked out like earlier last month already. Last month dah dengar the source of this news, but no official yet lah. Alright. So MRM, okay, let's continue. MRM was incorporated by the licensing bodies as a joint venture non-profit company to carry out collective music licensing effective 1st January 2017 after receiving the requisite approval of the Intellectual Property Corporation of Malaysia, MIPO lah. Okay, so MRM was given the license, right, Music Rights Malaysia in 2017. Okay, unfortunately, MRM was unable to function effectively as a collective music licensing body due to the issues between the licensing bodies on material operational matters, resulting in MRM not being able to move forward. Okay, getting maybe they could not agree on how to work and how to sort the whole mechanism out, because I think all three of these licensing bodies would maybe have their own systems, their own methods, and trying to account for all these three systems, because they represent all the three different groups and categories of people. You see, so that's what happens lah. So so material operational matters, right, resulting in MRM not being able to move forward. Okay, so you read into that what you mean lah. Okay, what it means. Okay, all right. After long extended negotiations and deliberations, the licensing bodies came to the conclusion that it would be best interest of all rights holders to dissolve MRM and for the licensing bodies to license music users independently as before. Okay, so sekarang the whole system, it goes back to everything yang that's pre 2017. So MECP buat kerja dia, PPM buat kerja dia, RPM is going to buat kerja dia. Okay, alright. Okay, right. Music. Let me continue. Music licensees can also expect a better level of service from the three licensing bodies with this new arrangement. Okay, I hope so. Right. As a result of this dissolution, MRM will be terminating its operations and returning its licensing mandate back to its constituent licensing bodies. Okay, so yeah, basically it's quite clear lah. Okay, apa the press release is. Let me see. Let's look at the bottom there. Okay, the rest is all official stuff lah. Music users advise all existing license contracts with MRM will be terminated. Okay, well that sucks. I mean, for the music licensees, that means places like music licensees will cover obviously all the media, all the broadcast, radio, TV stations. They covers the event organizers, venues, all the places, live public spaces, or wherever public music is being played lah. Okay, so looks like the contracts are all gonna be terminated. Okay, and all the licensing bodies, the MECP, PPM, RPM, will resume their as the new contractual parties lah. Okay, targeted start date is 1st May 2020. Oh, okay, right. That's weird. So how come they only baru announce now, but this one they mentioned is 1st May? Okay, maybe the thing that circulating was circulating with the licensee before that lah. But I don't know, never heard of it. The earliest I heard about this was middle of June, right? From the information was kind of leaked out by somebody inside one of the bodies lah. Okay, but at least today only they baru released the official joint press release. Each licensing body will set its own tariffs, and our own friendly licensing officers and agents will be going to the ground to reach out to our valued licensees and the public to further explain on this new licensing arrangement. Okay, all right. We will ensure that this new arrangement will be carried out smoothly in compliance with any law and regulation. Okay, let's see. Is there another photo here? Okay. Once this arrangement is placed, MECP, PPM, and RPM can resume their roles of independently collecting fair remuneration for the use of music on behalf of their respective right holders, while at the same time better serving the needs of commercial music users. Licensing bodies, blah blah blah. Okay, you can read lah anything about MECP, PPM, and RPM. Okay, cool. I mean, it's good that they finally put out this press statement, this press release. Okay, press release, because again, one thing is that I find very poor in, at least in the Malaysian ecosystem. It's always the communication. It's always even in I don't want to say lah, I don't want to involve politics also, but even in politics, communication has usually always been bad. It's always been, when you are very slow in communicating news and official news, right, people are always going to speculate, people are going to form a lot of opinions, a lot of hoo-ha, a lot of tatao is going to go behind the scenes and everything. And then when you put out the statement, it's always, even though the statement may be true, may be accurate, but people, the public is always going to get the impression that why now when you put the statement out, why before that, before when we make so much noise and all that. So okay, Apple says any political reason. Okay, actually no, it's not really a not political reason lah. Can you give me 1 minute, man? Just give me a minute. Ambil air dulu. Let me get some water. Any political reason? No, there shouldn't be. I mean, I am not speaking on their behalf, so I am also myself just an MECP punya member. So I don't know lah, tak tahu. But I think we got to kind of rewind back, and for those who are watching this, okay, for those of you who might be watching and wondering what the whole hoo-ha is about, okay, so now MRM, Music Rights Malaysia, was formed, right? The whole idea was formed, okay, because of one thing. Now previously, okay, let's go back. Okay, let me sort of fast forward to this. So in Malaysia, we have these three main licensing bodies. Hope you guys can see it, right? Okay, this page. You guys can see this page, right? Okay, let me put it in full screen lah. Full screen? So that full screen, right? Okay, it's already in full screen. So MECP, right? Music Authors Copyright Protection. You have to understand, okay? MECP represents songwriters, composers, and lyricists, right? Basically, composers and lyricists, individuals or persons who compose the melody of songs and write the lyrics of the songs. not arrangers, not producers, right? The ones who actually create the song would be the composer and lyricist. Okay, so it represents the songwriters, composers, and also it represents the music publishers, the music publishing companies. Okay, all right. Hey, sorry there, man. The internet suddenly went dead for a couple of seconds. Where was I? Where was I just now? Okay. I got disconnected a little bit. There was a little bit of an internet hoo-ha. Okay, so where was I? Okay, I was talking about the three different licensing bodies lah. So MRM, the reason for MRM was found is okay. So you have these three licensing bodies. They represent different parties, different people. Okay. So for the public, for the music licensees, okay. So the licensees here meaning people who own restaurant owners, venue owners, organizers. Even you go to any shopping mall, you go to the shopping mall, you go to any shop, you sometimes you see the sticker there, okay, either MACP, PPM, or MRM sticker. So the thing is, for the licensee, because they are not aware of how the music industry, the whole ecosystem of the music industry, the lay of the whole ecosystem is, so they're confused now. So they're confused. Kenapa I have to pay license? I kena bayar 3 pihak. It's like, why to play music in my shop, or play music in my restaurant, or play music in my bar, I have to pay 3 different companies, 3 different people. I have to pay MACP license, I have to pay a PPM license, I have to pay RPM license. Are you all running? So for the public, they all think they are mainly thinking like, is this some kind of a scam? Are you all people in the industry music trying to scam us, right? Different people, 3 different groups are all collecting license from me. So that's kind of where the idea of forming MRM came about, Music Rights Malaysia. So it's about, the whole idea was to kind of make it easier for the licensee, okay, on the licensee side, make it easier for them to understand. Because look, all this while, it takes a lot of educating people about copyrights and performance rights, right? It's a long process until to this day. You still have people who think that, hey, music is free, I can play whatever music you want, right? No, it's not. How are the people in the music industry, how are songwriters, composers expect to be paid or compensated for all the hard work that they do if they do not get royalties? Okay, so anyway, that's a besides the topic lah. So MRM was formed just so that it's easier for the public to understand. Okay, so only have one licensing body that I have to pay my license fees to lah. So that's what they do. So that's why they formed the MRM. Now, unfortunately, sad to say, this is where all the political red tape and the word I have to use, unfortunately, right, is just sheer and pure incompetence lah. All right, it's just incompetence on part. MRM was supposed to take over the mandate in 2017, 1st January 2017. But what happened in 2017 was that, okay, I have to go back again to sort of reference exactly, but I'm just trying to recall on top of my head. So what happened was, it took MRM nearly 9 or 10 months for them to sort out, firstly, getting the license, the proper license from my IPO. It took that long, 9 months for them to sort, get all the mechanisms, everything in place before they started, going out and paying, and collecting their licenses. And basically, they have to start from scratch lah. You go out to all the licensees, all the shops, all the venues, whoever's they're paying, and then you tell them, hey, hi, we're MRM, okay. Now you pay your you are now going to pay whatever license. If you are playing music, right, in your shop, in your establishment, you pay your license, you pay to us now, okay? Because now we represent MACP, PPM, RPM, so you don't have to pay 3 separate licenses, you just pay 1 license. So of course, it's memang more convenient. It's definitely a lot more easy and convenient and easy for the licensees and for the public to understand lah. Okay. Now, so that's the good thing. But like I said, it took them 9 months for them to sort their shit out. All right, to sort everything out, to get the licensing rights properly from my IPO. Think about what happened to all the rights holders. Okay, well, okay, when PPM you are talking about, I mean, it's not fair lah, right? PPM represents record labels, so but you have to bear in mind and also understand record labels, record companies also hire people, okay? They also hire staff, right? So any reduction in any of revenue will definitely hurt their bottom line. It hurts their bottom line. It hurts for it hurts their hurts their revenue. It hurts their staff also lah indirectly. Okay, right. But for MECP and RPM, you imagine, okay, imagine someone tell you, okay, you punya gaji tahun ni, okay, you kerja for 12 bulan, you work for 12 months. Tapi I bayar you gaji only for 3 months, okay? Can ah? Right? Okay? Boleh? This is what happened in 2017. This is what happened to composers and lyricists and music publishers. We saw their income wiped out by 60%. And this is before all these pre-COVID things are happening now, which is hitting our music industry hard. So, it's due to incompetence. All that while, we, again, I have to again go and I don't have the source. I have to always go back and do a little bit of research, but I have read before lah. Okay. All that while, the staff at MRM was collecting fat paychecks, for 9 months, sitting on their butts, but not collecting any money on behalf of us lah, of songwriters, of all the stakeholders in it. So imagine, how terrible and how bad it is. Okay, all right. So let me just very quickly. Hi Ritz, hello, good evening. Hope you're having a good Friday, man. All right. Okay, so all right. Okay, you have a question there. So is that RPM only for person who invests per minute rakaban? Okay, all right. No, it's not. Okay, I suggest you go to all this different link. Let me show you this next page. Okay. Now, information is all out there. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so as you can see, you have MECP, you have PPM. Okay, hang on a second. Let me see. Am I able to draw something here? Okay, all right. No, looks like I can't because this is the paid. This is not the free version of StreamYard. Okay, so you can see. Go and understand this is very important. Any musician kena faham. Right, licensing bodies are the tiga as I explained. MACP, all right. MACP represents mewakili composers and lyricists, penulis lagu dan penulis lirik, and music publishers. Okay, these 3 people. PPM, okay, represents recording companies. So maksudnya label, right? Either local, whether independent or major label or international. So PPM represents labels. So it's different pihak altogether. Okay, and lastly, RPM recording performers represents the performers who perform on the recording. Okay, that means musicians, sessionists, even you play backup singers, or even if you play a shaker also, right, you should be get some royalty from RPM. All right, so people who invest in pemilik rakaman. Okay, all right. So when you say person who invests, not necessarily it's not necessarily a company. It could have been somebody else who invested. It's not necessarily that. Okay, but we got to remember RPM stands for recording performers. Okay, so that's for musicians. Okay, sessionists, background vocalists, background singers, all that. Okay. All right, so that is the news that's out today lah, the latest issue lah. Right, MRM is no more, and it's back to the old system of MECP, PPM, and RPM. Okay, now here's what my opinion is that I don't know what is this going to mean, because now it means transitioning back again. I don't know, is there the issue of having to sort out the delays of bringing back the sorry, I was out of camera. Okay, of bringing back the what is that, the mandate back to MECP and all that. Do they have to go through all the paperwork and arrange that? And if they have to go through all that procedure, does it mean there's going to be another delay? Does it mean it's going to be another 9 months or whatever, 9 month delay where they are not collecting license fees from venues? Does this mean that we are, as the pepatah say lah, jatuh di tipe tangga, right? Okay, does this mean now that for composers, musicians, and all that who are already suffering so much under, MCO, PKP, and under COVID-19, does it mean that going back to this system means another delay? I don't know, man. Okay, all right. I really don't know what it means. So it's yet to see lah. But this is just news. They baru je announced the official announcement today. Okay, but I already start hearing the rumors and heard about the news about 2 months ago lah. So yeah, let me know, man, what you guys think of. What's your opinion on this, right? So I think going back to MECP, PPM, RPM is fine. It's okay. It's good, because honestly, sebelum ni, before the whole MRM fiasco was about, okay, the system was working fine. Actually, the system there's nothing wrong. We actually in Malaysia, right? Our performance rights, the infrastructure and the way that it's set up is actually lagi maju daripada other countries. It's even more advanced than US. In US, the performance rights, right? There are a lot of it's very complicated, but basically, I think artists, right, could not, basically they don't have something like RPM lah, right? Artists could not get, artists and musicians could not get royalties for their songs on airplay. Again, I can't remember. Again, I have to go and look back and reread and study the articles and how it works. But that's my understanding. Even US does not have a comprehensive copyright public performance rights system as Malaysia. And we don't have to look so far. We will look only at Indonesia. Indonesia 10 years ago didn't even have something like MECP. And if I'm not mistaken, in the Philippines, okay, in Philippines, okay, correct me again if I have any Filipino viewers, okay? But same thing in a lot of neighboring countries. They don't have this kind of body. So we actually in Malaysia, we are very, very lucky lah, that we have this kind of MECP to look out for the rights of all the stakeholders. So yeah, so the system was already working fine before this. Memang tak payah usik pun, tak payah kacau pun. The system is okay. Yes, it was a little bit confusing for the licensee, right? The license holders. That means, orang yang kena bayar lesen lah. Because they're always confused. They're confused. Kenapa kena bayar 3 orang for playing music? That's the only thing. And the only thing you have to go back is, okay, just have to educate them and explain. All right, because you have to pay MECP for this reason, you pay PPM for this reason, you pay RPM license for this reason. Okay, all right. So I think going back to the system, which works fine, it's tried, it's tested. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Okay, and yeah. So we just wait and see lah. Okay, we just have to wait and see what's gonna happen and what's gonna happen in the months to come. I really sincerely hope that we're not going to see another delay, because I think we all can remember lah, right? in 2017, as I said, it took them 9 months. I think in October, baru they started collecting the licenses. It took them 9 months to get their shit in there. It took 9 months for MRM to get their shit together to get everything in order. So let's hope there isn't anything. Yeah. And Apple mentioned exactly licensees already get used with the old system. Yeah. So, let's go back. Let's not have any more confusions. Let's not have any U-turns, okay? I don't know lah. Malaysia ni is famous dengan U-turn lah. Sini U-turn, sini U-turn sana, U-turn sini. Dasar ini U-turn here, U-turn there. U-turn everywhere. Okay. Alright, okay. Okay, Rich says, thanks sir, I understand now. PPM, investor and label. Okay, no. Investor, not label tak semestinya investor tau. You have to understand that. In music, alright, when you talk about an investor, it's not necessarily the label who's the investor. It could be an individual. It could be the artist themselves. It could be the band themselves. Okay, but of course, right? Most of the time, in the traditional sense, the label is the label is basically anyone who owns the rights to the sound recording lah. Again, copyright is a huge topic. This can be another lecture. If you all want to do a little lecture, maybe I'll do another future video on that lah. Okay, I've got all my notes. I have to dig out all my old notes from my icon punya studies today here. Okay, yeah, and put it out as a new video. Okay, all right. So the confusion seems like it's a good MO for MRM. I don't know. There are some theories and some conspiracies, like why you want to, cut out a system which already that working fine. It's already working fine. So, and in the, I don't know. So like what the joint statement, the press statement says is they're not able to get a consensus, right, on the material operational matters. So, you're trying to, each licensing body, tiga pihak also have their own, maybe their own fee structure. They have their own methods of doing things, of calculations and all that. So trying to integrate all three, it seemed like, how are we going to? It's not possible, man, to do it. So at best, right, it was just something that was done out of good intentions. Okay, MRM, I'm referring to MRM. It's something with good intentions, but executed very, very poorly. Okay, and when something is executed very poorly, what happens is, we basically waste all that time lah, and all that potential income and revenue for songwriters, lyricists, all the people, musicians, and all that was all lost lah. Basically, that's what happens. Okay. At the worst, and there are people who always who always like to tout conspiracy theories, of course, right? They always like to tout about conspiracy theories. They always say that, yeah, this was a way MRM was set up to steal the money, from steal the money from the musicians. Because again, there's no transparency. At least last time with MECP, PPM, we still boleh directly deal, like say if I'm a songwriter, I can still directly contact MECP and deal with them, and then they can always show and share their statements. But with MRM, it's like a faceless body, with MECP, everyone knows and loves Kak Aisha. She's really, really super friendly person who's been working there for so long. She's super helpful all the time. She's been like the spokeswoman for for MECP lah, right? So even though I've never met her personally, okay, but everyone knows who Kak Aisha is because she's such a sweet and such a wonderful person and a wonderful wonderful individual, wonderful human being lah. So yeah, I guess so. It's just a matter to see lah. So please, man, leave me your comments, leave me your thoughts. What do you think? What's your opinion? All right. Now that everything is going to revert back to the individual licensing bodies, MECP, PPM, and RPM, I would love to hear your comments down below, man. Please give me your comments. Some of you might be watching this during a replay because the stream, after the live stream, it goes up to the replay anyway. And I also will also usually edit this, trim it down, and post it up on my YouTube channel as well. Okay, you can also check it out lah. So just leave your comments down below, even though let me know what you guys think. Okay, before I move on, and maybe this is a quick time for me to drop a little bit promo skit about my YouTube channel lah. Okay, so back to this, right? Okay, Kaisha is the real MVP. Yes. Okay, Kaisha. Okay, let me remove this. And okay, let me just very quickly drop. So let me stop the sharing first. Share screen. Share my YouTube channel. Woohoo! Okay, all right. Okay, so yeah, all right. Whoever's watching this, let me just take like couple of minutes to do sort of a name drop my YouTube channel. Okay, so for if you want to rewatch this, okay, I will also be posting this back up on my YouTube channel. Okay, and with the usually I will always enhance it a little bit lah. Okay, because Facebook Live, I cannot play any music behind. If I play any music, it gets at the least it gets it gets muted by the Facebook algorithm. At the worst, the video gets taken down and my broadcast gets stopped. And I think if you do like a repeat offender or something like that, I will be banned from doing any Facebook Live. Right? So that's why I can't play music. But on YouTube, all right, I can play some music in the background. So usually on YouTube, right, I will enhance it a little bit lah. A little bit more. You have some background music or stuff like that. Okay, cool. Yeah, so very quickly, I want to just drop a little bit about my YouTube channel. So if you have time, please head on down to my YouTube channel. A link to that will be coming up right now. That's www.youtube.com/studio2105. Okay. If you can take a moment, you guys who are watching this right now, or maybe watching this in the replay after this, head on down to this link. Please click on the link, go there and click on the subscribe button. Okay, okay, this one is not the. Let me look at this, my channel. Let me see this video. Okay, cool. All right, because I'm watching it, so you can't really see. But please head on down to there and click subscribe. Okay, all right. So 6 viewers here. I hope I get another 6 subscribers to my YouTube channel after this. So what I do weekly is usually I will have the main feature and the kind of the main program content that I always have usually on Friday nights is the MixStream. Okay, so what the MixStream is the MixStream is a live mixing session that I stream it online on my YouTube channel. So usually it's every Friday at 9 p.m. Okay, but obviously today I don't have it. So whenever I don't have it, I will try to at least commit to having this kind of a live Q&A lah. Okay, so MixStream, let me kind of share with you. Yeah, so I've so far there's up to 9 channels right now. Let me mute it first, okay? Because again, Facebook cannot have music, right? So this is my MixStream intro reel. So episode 1 was a track which I did with Jamir from Slapshot. So it's an over my shoulder look. It's kind of an over the shoulder look into the entire mixing process. So I did like an acoustic, kind of an acoustic rock track. I did like a hip hop track here as well. Then I did some pop punk, right? Airwaves on Fire is another band which I'm producing. Okay, So this one was Who the Boss, was a hip hop track by Akatsuki. And the internet's a little bit slow. Maybe it's trying to load the big 4-hour video. Oh, you can see my hair. back then during the MCO PKP time lah, rambut panjang lah. Okay, now already cut my hair short already. So yeah, Airways on Fire is a band that I'm producing. So they had, you know, their third single, I think, Cross My Heart. Okay, then I also did Honest Mistakes, brand new single, which was I Don't Give a Damn. They already put it out. It's already out on Spotify. It's already out on YouTube. So we also went through the mixing process of the whole song. Then also we did some pop as well, right? So we go to all different genres, man. So we did pop. I did a episode. Episode 5 was pop. It was a song by Velvet Adu and Rich of Estrange. It's a duet that they did. Okay, and then this one is the most epic one. Okay, there's this band. It's a new band, really cool band called Dewata Raya. So they call themselves an experimental folk progressive rock band now, right? So very cool sounding band. You should definitely go and check out the song. It's called Masala and Rasa, and they are gonna be doing their album, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, all right. Let me get out of this. How come the chat comes up? Huh? Okay. Anyway, yeah, go out and watch lah. They're all different stuff. We did like new metal. There's like street punk, oi punk. You know, good old fashioned old school punk. And I also did like even contemporary gospel. And I hope to do more, man. Maybe in the future, let's do nasheed, let's do pop, let's do orchestral, let's do classical, let's do country music, let's do EDM. I hope you know I'll get a chance to do all of that lah. Okay. Da, da, da. Sweet. So there we go. Okay. So hope you don't mind. All right. I'm just gonna be prepping my. Okay. Let's see. Let's go back to that. So head on down and subscribe, yeah, please. Okay. Cool. Let's see what's the next topic. So that's the first topic, and that kind of brings us to almost about an hour of this 48 minutes. Okay, let me stop sharing for a second. Let me try and look for another post. Okay. Da, da, da. So that's the number one first hot topic of the day. Okay, let me look for the Facebook page for the next. Let me look for it. I don't know. Okay, because now with Facebook, everything is in. It doesn't not necessarily shares. It doesn't necessarily come up in a chronological order. Okay, let me look for it. Let me look for it. Anyway, leave me your comments, man. What do you guys think about the whole MRM dissolution issue? So now it's back to MECP, RPM, PPM. Let me look for it. See, now if I don't save it, the post goes missing. Okay, I think I saved. Did I save it? Let me just go quickly and take a look. No, it's not there. It's not there. Where is it? Okay, I was saving another one thing. Oh, okay. That's the complicated thing about Facebook. Sometimes the post that you are looking for and all that is all gone missing. Oh well, can't find it already. Can't find it. Okay. Okay, basically, all right. Here's the thing lah. All right, so just today as well. Okay, somebody, all right. Okay, just posted about an issue of regarding local radio stations. So it raised a little bit of a fuss, right, online, especially on Facebook. Why are all these kind of things happen on Facebook? I guess Facebook has their own drama, and Twitter other their own drama sendiri lah. Okay, that's weird. Where is it? If it's a post which got a lot of engagements, it should show up, on my timeline, but it doesn't. See, it's really annoying. Really, really annoying. Okay, let's see where it goes. Where it goes. Can't find it. Can't find it. Okay, never mind. I'll see whether it pops up. Okay, but basically this is the story behind it. Okay, so a post today popped up on Facebook from one of our local artists. All right, so he's a hip hop and a reggae artist by the name of Sasi the Don. So he posted today. He put out a Facebook post where uh, he was complaining that local radio stations such as Hits, in particular, actually he was talking about Hits FM, like Hits.fm, that Hits was not playing his songs. Okay, so even though the song apparently was really doing very well on other platforms, maybe on the different platforms, it's even getting regional and some international attention, but somehow Hits just doesn't still don't want to play and don't want to support it. So what he did was he put a post saying that he has banned Hits FM from playing his music, and then if they want to play the music, they have to get it in writing in permission. So it triggered a lot of responses from other people, okay, from a lot of people out there. So some people wrote that I really need to find a post, man. If I find a post, then it's easier to kind of explain and in context of of what the whole issue is about. Okay, so now how radio, like local songs, get considered for airplay, it's a little bit of a mystery, because how it goes. Now, I don't work in radio, but I do know, all right. Maybe I should, maybe if you guys want to know, well, Moots and Uno used to work in Astro and Hits. Maybe I should ask them to comment. Hey, Moots, if you are watching this, maybe leave a comment, man, and let my viewers know what you think of the whole issue. So basically, they were complaining about how new songs are always go through a little kind of a focus group, kind of a testing, and then if it tests well, then they will consider putting out airplay. So as if we got Hits FM, there's only they'll only show that sort of plays local music would be the Hits Mat 10, right, in the Malaysian English top 10, and that's also only for English music. So it triggered quite a big response from a lot of musicians and local artists about the whole issue. So I was kind of want to just sit back and kind of watch this from a little bit afar. I want to see what's going on. Please, hopefully I can see the post, right? I don't know whether I can see it, but what do you think, Ben? I mean, how many of you guys out there actually still listen to radio? How many of you? Do you guys listen to radio? Apple, if you're watching, you still listen to radio? Ritz, right? If you're watching this, do you still listen to radio? I know I haven't. I don't think I've listened to radio in like probably at least 12, 13 years. It's definitely more than 10 years. I've not listened to radio in long time. Okay, I know. Let me search for this. Okay, let me look for this guy. Then I'll probably be able to see the post. Okay. Right, give me a second. Yes, but Chinese station. Wow, 厉害啊你, huh? IFM 啊, 988. Alright, cool, man. Apple says he listens to Chinese radio stations. My mom, okay, actually that's probably the only station I listen to, because Yeah, because my mom listens to Chinese radio at home. Okay, so when I'm home and she's listening to radio, I also have to listen to it lah in the background. Okay, great. I found the post. Okay, I have found the post. Here we go. Da-da-da. Let me share it with you. Let me share it with you guys. Screen share. Opera. Facebook. Okay. Chinese station. It prevents me from cursing. Okay. Alright. Why? Because you cannot tahan to dengar all the K-pop and the TikTok and the EDM, okay, tracks. Okay, all right. So here's the post. Okay, let me share it with you. So this was posted by Sasi the Don. Okay, so he said, let me put in full screen. Okay, right, full screen. This is to officially announce I have banned hits from playing Daddy Don on the radio and removed my song from the charts. And with regards to all my future English songs, you have to officially write to me to play it. Okay? I can't agree with their prehistoric dinosaur age system to test songs, how they're one-sided and treat some people. Now I can't see the rest of the post because I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure whether Sasi is on my friend list or not. Maybe I need to check out. But this was where I saw it lah. Okay. Oh, hang on a second. He's probably not on my friend list, and for those who know me a long time, for a very long time, will probably know a reason why lah. Okay, let's not go into that. Okay. Shh. Okay. All right. So this was what he posted. So basically, right, it's FM banned. Okay. So here's what it goes. Okay. So there are some other comments that came. All right. So some of them were really good friends of mine as well. So Navin Kumar, right? Navin, the navigator, all right? Super cool guy. Navin, if you're watching this, man, big shout out to you, man. The last time I saw you was just before MCO. We did the episode of the Atas, right? At Atas with Pigeon FX. We did the episode with Helen, with Michelle also. So anyway, this is what Navin commented. Okay, let's take this on ground and make a difference. Publicly declare what their term testing means and let the musicians decide the testing method. Does it work or not, or just some made up terms? All right, to be biased and serve their self-interest. Okay, all right. So next one, another comment by Yogi B. Okay, all right. Power to the people. Ooh, hashtag. All right. Let me tell you a story, my true story. Okay. So some time ago, I sent in the song. Have listened. Tell me what you think. So there's a song. You can check it out, I suppose. Yogi, if you are if you're watching this also, who knows? You might have been watching this, right? It's been cool to chat out, man. Yogi is also someone I really respect in the music industry. It's thanks to people like Yogi, to Pietro, to Ahmad Isamoma, AIO, and almost as well back at the old Positive Tone. They were the ones who really gave Pop Shop It and gave me and my band our first break lah. Okay, so the Yogi, Pietro, and all that were all the A&R back in Positive Tone. So big shout out. I really respect, and every time he has something to say, it really carries some weight because he's someone who's really in the industry and a real heavyweight, right, in the industry. So anyway, so this is what Yogi said. So this was first attempt at doing a song as a solo artist. Okay, I sent in a song to people in charge. Long story short, 3 months later, no response, and it didn't get played. Okay, so proceeded just to do a lyric video and gave up the whole idea of releasing it on radio. Okay, these are, by the way, these are Yogi's comments. Okay, all right. Okay, okay, comments. Let's continue. All right. When I uploaded the lyric video online, sent it to a few people and value opinions. Coincidentally, one of those people was the boss of the bosses in the station. Okay, all right. So he uploaded the YouTube link on his Facebook with a great uplifting caption. Next day, Next day, my song was on heavy rotation. I'll always remember this. Okay, I'll be always be grateful to the big boss. Okay, all right, because I never asked and he shared it. Right. I always wonder what the people holding certain positions were doing. I'm not sure what means certain positions, or maybe the certain positions in the radio station. Again, my friends out there who are in radio, some of you are my really, really good friends. Heck, even two of my bandmates, Moots and Uno used to work in radio back in the Astro, and at this very station, which this whole issue panas now is revolving about. Okay, so hey, friends out there who are on radio station, if you want to chime in, you want to leave in your comments, please let me know. Okay. Again, I don't have an opinion on this. That I don't have a dog in this fight. There's no skin in the game. Okay. How many other pundits can I throw in? Okay. But yeah, I just want to know what your opinion and what you think it is. Now, I do have some opinions regarding radio, but I just want to call it. I just want to call things for the way the things are, lah. Okay. Anyway, sorry, I digress. Let's go back. Okay. So, okay, let's go back to where I left off. Why only when Big Boss share you skip all the protocols, like protocols here meaning having to go through the process, testing, and all that for all that, and suddenly the not so hot song in your books becomes a panas song radio overnight. Okay, let's see. Series of different events similar to this one made K-Town Clan stop sending songs to the radio. Okay, so K-Town Clan as well, a very, very bunch of very, very good friends, dear friends of mine. And this post actually is from Roshan's page lah, right? No doubt the radio helped us a lot, and we cannot deny that. But there was a whole different lineup in charge back then. Back then. So how about now? So, American, even Korean songs, one song can be played like 3 times in an hour. Okay, now, this is not me, my statement, okay? This is Yogi's statement, okay? Let me clarify that. Most Malaysian songs are crammed in just 1 hour on a Sunday afternoon when no one is listening. Everybody is out or taking a nap. Okay, all right. So Malaysian music has and always be damn powerful, but it seems like in the recent years appreciation a bit kurang. Okay, big up Sasi for bringing this up. Either way, K-Town, Russian, keep on going. God will take you places. Okay. All right. So this again is back to the post lah. That was the hot topic that's going around. So anyway, who's there? Hi, Faris. Faris, really? Oh, Faris. Faris is one. How you doing, man? Yeah. Hi, JD. Hi, Faris. Okay. Thanks, man. How are you doing, Faris? I hope you are good. How's your wife as well? And how's your kid? How's your kid now? I've not seen you guys in a long time, man. So we're now talking about this. The second hot topic of the day is the issue of Hits FM not playing, not supporting and playing the English songs, and the response that is being garnered from not only the artists like Sasi, but even producers like Navin from Yogi B and a few other people. Now in the post there are actually a lot more other comments, but I'm not going to go down and scroll down, right? Because again, all right, you can always take your own time and watch down and without having enough information and without hearing from the other party, right? Without hearing a response from somebody from the kids itself, it's very easy to fall into the trap of reading all these comments and then everybody going, yeah, okay, everybody's going a little bit crazy. Okay, cancel now. With cancel culture, so are we going to now go and cancel radio stations? I don't want to be part and to sort of participate in this kind of immediate reaction. I prefer to sit back, watch and see how the things unfold before I really form an opinion. I heard something very, very recently. Okay, do you like watching podcasts? Right. Like I said, I've not listened to radio in like 14 years, except like what April said, right? except for Chinese stations, because my mom would listen to Chinese stations at home. Okay, right. And I've been listening to a lot of podcasts. All right, maybe it's a sign of being old. Like to listen to podcasts, but so one of my favorite would be the Joe Rogan Experience. It's kind of really the biggest podcast in the world right now. So I think of just a recent episode, I heard one of his guests say, all right, when it comes to these kind of issues, all right, any sort of conflict, issues, scandals. I mean, the world is so filled with it right now, and we are being bombarded left, right, center. Scandal here, scandal there. This person being cancelled, that person being cancelled, cancel here, cancel there. Everyone's getting banned. Everyone is a bad. This person's bad person, and all that. No doubt, true. Yes, there are some cases we know with there are some really horrible instances and situations, especially a lot of the cases of very recently a lot of instances of sexual harassment, that's been going around. Some people inside the music scene, have been outed. Some of them have been revealed to, and some people are in the community, like in the artsy kind of community, has been exposed and revealed to be sexual predators. So yes, there are bad people, definitely, okay, but it's not, we don't want to sort of rope everyone under the same badge, under the same category, right, instantly, right. There are always some nuances. Again, I'm not defending anyone out there. I'm just saying that it's always good to always I look at it. So back to this saying, right, I mentioned there was a guest on one of the episodes of the Joe Rogan Experience, which I said. So one of the guests said, relating regarding to all these issues, what I want to seek and what I want to find out of all these issues, right, is not comfort. I don't want to be posting and become a social keyboard warrior out there, all right, and be posting things and finding things and reading comments to find comfort. It's not my goal. The goal shouldn't be to seek comfort. Okay, comfort here means like just to make ourselves feel better, like, okay, all right, at least I'm not that person, at least I'm a good person, I don't go and do such bad things, and then we go and condemn Kao and post on social media lah. So let's not seek comfort, let's seek clarity. All right, okay, clarity, I think, having it clear, having a full understanding of the topic, of the subject, having a full understanding of the people and their circumstances that they are going through and they're under. I think that's so much more important, much more valuable, so much valuable in seeking and finding clarity than finding comfort. So for me, that was quite an eye-opening statement lah. Okay, so as I said, yeah, 2020. April says 2020 is so cancelled. Do we get a refund? Well, now this would be unfortunately no. I'm afraid we know that we can't get a refund. The according to laws of astrophysics, time, we cannot go backward in time. So once time as a currency has been spent, it is gone forever. You can no longer refund it lah. Okay, unfortunately. Okay, what else to say? Our kids are same age. Oh, really? So Faris and Faris is a boy or girl? Sorry, I can't remember, man. It's so many of my friends around my age and around my age are all either like getting married, having kids and everything. It's like impossible to remember. I mean, oh, same age, that means like just 3 months. So very, very young, still young babies now. Okay, welcome to the club, as I said. Welcome to the parenthood club. Yeah. It's a boy, 2 boys. Okay, cool. All right. So are you guys going to be training them up to be musicians? Let them learn music and instruments, so when they pick the time, you all can get them to form a band together. That's what my band are planning to. Okay, because I think Rudy, my drummer, has got 2 girls, 2 daughters, followed by AJ. AJ's got 1 son. I think his son is in standard 1 or standard 2 now. Okay. Next followed by my kid. My kid's 4.5, right? Then Moots' daughter is, I think, just about to turn 2 or about to, maybe, or around that, And Uno's daughter is also 1 year plus. So, hey, we've got like 4 girls and 2 boys. 4 girls. Maybe we can get them to form a band. Okay, when they're older, I think all of us, we will get our kids together and manage some kind of a band. But 4 girls and 2 boys, a bit susah, man. How to market it? Okay, maybe the girls, maybe our daughters can form one band, one kind of a girl group. We will coach them, we train them, everything. We do a production, all for them, Because Uno and AJ, they themselves are producers as well. Maybe we create and arrange and write songs for them. And then maybe the 2 boys, I don't know. Maybe they can form a band, all right? All right. All right. Ha ha ha. Okay, cool. Absolutely. Otherwise, he will get rotan. So you have to train them. Wow, so serious. Okay. And Paris goes one step further. His son is already following the footsteps of footsteps of the dad, already managing a few baby influencers. Yeah, okay. All right. So I don't know, man. Hey, Faris, what do you think? Because of the two hot topics there today, just fresh off the oven today. Because you used to work in Universal, kan? Right? So you used in Universal. So you are someone who's come from the label side of things. What do you think of these two issues? Firstly, the dissolution of MRM. So now we're going back to the old system of MECP, RPM, and PPM, and the currently, the hot issue now. This hot issue about the Hits FM and not supporting, and how local radio stations are not supporting the local artists unless you have, I don't know, I speculate, some kind of a cable, some kind of a lobang. Well, you used to work in a Universal, in a major label, so maybe you want to share some secrets with us. Okay, right. I understand, right? You can always DM or email me in public, okay? Okay, or if you just whisper, hang on a second. This is not a video chat. All right. So yeah, maybe you type in small letters, small caps. Maybe people won't notice, lah. So yeah. Apple says he's the orang dalam that we always talk about. Suddenly so quiet already, Faris. No comment. No comment. No comments at all. But anyway, yeah. Back to this, the issue is like, I personally kind of understand, look, basically format radio. Our format radio stations, right? Basically took on a model, basically copied exactly what Australian radio was doing, because that's, we brought the way that they do it, and we just copied and then took it over here in Malaysia. That's where the idea of all this format radio actually came from Australia. All right. So the style of doing it. So that's why it's formatted into different age group, different demographics, and all of that. You see. So I actually kind of understand and I see, because again, like I said, two of my bandmates used to work in radio. So we've talked about that as well. Okay. So as far as I know, they were very, very transparent and with me as well. And actually goes to points. Perfect example. Even though Moods at Uno used to work for Hits and Uno went over to Sabah to manage Era and Hits over there. Okay. Hey, even when Moods and Uno were working in the managerial top positions inside the radio station, we never got Pop Shabit songs to play. We didn't really get some of our later songs. because all of our latest songs, and especially our new singles and all that, right, were simply not radio friendly. We never wrote them in mind, right, to be radio friendly. They were like heavy. They were like it's like heavy. It's um yeah, it's heavy and definitely not radio friendly lah. So I guess maybe that's where I'm trying to come from. Even though my bandmates were working in radio, they had position and they had the ability to influence, right? Maybe lah, I'm speculating. They had the ability to influence. We never got any special treatment. Pop Shabit never got any special treatment just because Moots, was working in hits, or because Uno was working in era, or because Nazri, was used to work at an era, and Brian, right? Brian used to be in hits as well. So again, I know the post that Sasi posted up was complaining about the new team. All right, so I don't know lah. Right, what's happening? I think most of us have already even most my bandmates have already left the radio for a long time already, and even Uno is just recently left as well. He's moved back to KL. So yeah, so that's the thing. You see, I guess from my personal experience as well, we never got any special treatment. All right, even though we were even though my bandmates were working in radio. So okay, Faris, right? Well, radio runs a business. It is a business after all for them. So, yes, it should support, but now it's all online. Okay. So, online here, you are referring to, most of music. Are you referring to like the listeners' habits have moved on towards all the streaming digital platform? Yeah. Ah, okay. Yes. Thanks for clarifying. I saw your, I saw your. All right. Yeah. It's all online now, streaming. That's where the money is. Go the numbers on your monthly listeners, and you'll be fine to just ride on your vehicle. Great, all right. See, so Faris here has just mentioned, and I was just about to mention on the same point as well. I think the survey was done 1 or 2 years ago, right? So, right, 1 or 2 years ago, there was a survey that was done amongst a lot of Malaysian members and public in social media, right? So the outcome came back. The result of the survey showed that 75% of the people are now listening on streaming platforms. 75%. What does that tell you? All right. It tells you that simply that people are not listening to radio in the same numbers that they used to lah. Okay. Now I don't have access to what the survey numbers are recently, so I don't have, but obviously all the traditional forms of media, TV, old terrestrial TV, even Astro, even cable, um, radio stations, which is the topic of the hot topic today, that's been popping up today. All of them definitely are losing viewers. They're losing listenership because of all the new streaming and digital platforms that are out there. Netflix, Disney Plus, all that, Amazon Prime, everything, yada yada, and then Spotify, and okay, yeah. So, the survey was 1 or 2 years ago, 75%. Okay, all right. Again, I have to search for it and pull up the survey data, lah, but I'm just pulling it out of my head. So 75% of people are not listening on radio anymore. Listening on, watching, listening on Spotify, Jukes, or iTunes, or Apple Music, or YouTube, and all that. Okay, all right. So why? And I still get questions from bands which I'm working with, which I produce. They always ask like, JD, hey, how I want to put my song on radio, but radio don't want to support, how? And then I tell them these data and the facts. Do you know that 75% of your listeners out there are not listening to radio anymore? Why are you still concerned and so hung up about getting radio airplay in 2020 in this day and age? It's now all, on online. Everything is on online platforms and streaming platforms already. Why are you still concerned about trying to get on radio? And even if you get on radio, you get your song played, okay, all right, at 3, 4 a.m. in the morning when nobody is listening, and it gets played for maybe 1 week, 2 weeks on that, and then after that, it's gone. Are you telling me you're going to invest all that time and effort to get in touch with radio, get in touch and do all the promo and marketing work, do all that work and effort just to cater to less than 25%. I mean, it could be even less than 25% now because this survey was done, I think, 1 or 2 years ago. So you're going to put all your effort, so much of your effort to focus on such a tiny, such a tiny segment of listeners. Yeah. So Faris continues, okay? Yeah. Okay. Let me go back. Radio hits. You want to play whatever hits already lah. Yeah. Well, that's right. That is also what people in radio tell me. They are a format station, so they play according to a certain format. Look, I never expected Met 10 to be anything. Okay, it was just kind of a little courtesy. It's kind of a little courtesy lah. A lot of companies do their CSR kind of a thing, like their corporate social responsibility, to offset their taxes. So they don't have to pay so much tax to the government. So in the same thing lah, they have the Met 10 and all that, just to cater. Well, it's cool, it's appreciated, it's good, but do you really want to measure the real impact, right? It's not on radio lah. Okay, so yep, that's their format. I can type you tomorrow. Yes, I'm sure you know. Right? I'm sure because you are coming from a label. Used to be from a label, and you manage bands. You used to you manage Bunkface. Are you still managing Bunkface? Are you still managing the boys? Okay, I have not seen. I have not seen Sam. Oh, I met the boys last time at the House Moon concert. Yeah, that was in November last year though. Man, so that's the last time that I met the boys lah. Okay, all right. I hope they're all doing well. April, you are working with Bunkface now, what? Okay, so I hope the guys are doing well. Yep. So Faris, I'm sure you can type you tomorrow. Okay, all right. So you are continuing. All right. It's all about building your own vehicle now, your own YouTube subscribers, your own streaming channel followers. Yep, I agree. You build your own platform, you build your own supporters, you build your own fan base right now. You don't really need radio to help you with that. Okay, let's see. So check out Alex TBH Spotify numbers. You can just sit at home now and make music without worry about finance. All right, cool. Cool. All right. Honestly, I'm really old-fashioned. I still don't really listen to Spotify unless somebody sends me a link to go and check out a certain song lah. So I wonder how his numbers are doing, man. So it's a good example, right? Yeah. So I guess I really appreciate. It's a good insight and a good comment from someone from you, Faris, because you are obviously someone who has worked and has experience in the music industry from the label side as well. Okay, so I guess we'll just see how this whole issue goes lah. Okay, same thing goes with the visual. TV box is like pisang goreng panas nowadays. Oh, yeah, really, all those TV box, Android box. Hey, clarify, this TV boxes thing it's not actually, is it legal or illegal actually? I don't know. I don't have one. I don't own one because I so seldom, hardly ever watch TV at home. It's always I'm always mostly watching YouTube, man. That's like, I would say 90% of what I watch, or whatever programs and video content I watch, is always on YouTube. So cool. Yeah, so cool. These two hot, intense, panas topics are what's going around this week. Okay, what am I doing? Thanks, man. Really, really appreciate it. I'll be hanging here usually until 12 midnight. So usually I hang out about 2 hours. So really appreciate you guys, man, for joining me and hanging out with me on this little casual chat and live stream. Even though let's see what other stuff is going on. You know, it's okay, alright. So someone was actually called. I'm making a funny joke because someone was commenting about how do I get an audio interface. Okay, alright. Next topic. What about royalties on TikTok? Good question. What about the royalties on TikTok? If I think there's an issue, right? That you know that you can't actually collect any kind of royalties from TikTok because they basically, you know, TikTok is under. Are they owned by Tencent? Is Tencent just owns everyone lah? Okay, right? So let me do a quick search. Who owns TikTok? Let me do a little Google search. Okay, who is TikTok owned by? Okay, TikTok. TikTok. Okay. Why can't I click on the answer? Okay, so the answer. Alright, so TikTok has more than 1.5 billion all-time downloads and is owned by a Chinese internet company called ByteDance. ByteDance, I see. Right. So let me just oh nope, that's not what I wanted to post. I wanted to copy this text. Copy. So who owns TikTok? So TikTok. One else. So TikTok has more than 1.5 billion all-time downloads and is owned by a Chinese internet company called ByteDance. Okay. So yeah. So I think yeah, there is the issue, right, of because you know there's just simply because it's a company based in China. There's simply no way for them to they're just basically, you know, all the music that gets played on TikTok and being used on TikTok is just being used basically for free lah. So the counter argument has always been, you know, there have been songs which got viral because of the TikTok videos, right? You know, and then the songs became famous because of TikTok. So there's that counter argument that says that, hey, you know, because of that, you know, but you know, again, with everything, there's always two sides to the story. There's always, you know, or maybe more than two sides. There's more than two sides to the story. You know, they always have something that's viewed from one viewpoint, and you have another that's always been watched from another viewpoint as well. Okay, let me sort of unshare this for a second. Remove. Yay, cool. Let me stop sharing this. So let's see. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, it's gone so far as to I think some countries. I think was it India recently? I think India has banned TikTok. Again, let's verify this. Oh, which countries banned TikTok? Okay. Right. Okay. Well, but then this is following the some of the border skirmishes. So yes, India, yep, has banned TikTok. What other countries are banned by TikTok? And US also, the US Army announced that soldiers can no longer have the you know, people in the armed forces. US armed forces cannot own cannot have the social media app on government-owned phones. Oh, okay. Maybe they have personal, private phones. Okay. Which country banned TikTok? What else is there? Is that the only entry? TikTok? India. Oh, it doesn't say where. Oh, ban. Legal issues, okay? Oh, Indonesia temporarily blocked in July 2018. Okay, interesting. Okay, Tencent's WeChat. Oh, accused of blocking. Yeah. Oh, really? So they have a little bit of a conflict between Tencent and this company. U.S. Child Online Privacy Protection Act. Okay. India provisional ban, data ban. Who else is this? Oh, so India, I guess. Right. Only India. Cool. Well, cool, not cool. I'm saying cool just as a little statement, lah. All right. So, yep. I guess this is our little hot take and a discussion on these two hot topics today. And if you guys are still hanging around there, I do appreciate, but understand it. I'll still be here until 12. Yep. So another 30 minutes more. You guys who have any comments, anything that you want to share on these two topics, just drop your comments down below, man. Okay. All right. In the meantime, let me sort of check out some other things. Let's see. Okay, what else am I gonna be doing? Got to prep for tomorrow. Tomorrow I've got a long day. Tomorrow I'm gonna start with we've got a real recording session in the afternoon. Then in the evening until the night, I'll be working with Six Sense. All right, they are recording their brand new album. So I think we're doing some more bass tracks for one more song, and then one's gonna come in later at night to do another 2 drum tracks. Okay, we're doing 8 drum tracks. Okay, let's see. Let me sort of download something. Okay. Inspiring piano. Okay, I'm going to download some files. Download. Okay, what else is there? Right. Arts community sharing. Okay. Alright. Okay. Storyboard and link. Let's check this. Then we just transfer this over. Okay. All right. Oh, by the way, I don't know whether you can see this. Well, I guess not, right? So I recently I was just recently recorded an unboxing video of these speakers over here. These are hope you can see it. These are the Samsung Media One BT3s. Just shot the video today, right? And hopefully I have time to, if I have time over the weekend to edit the video and hopefully put it up. Hopefully I can put it up on Monday lah. Hopefully, okay. Right. So I got this new pair of speakers because I wanted to get like a small. Goodness, these. Because I wanted to get like a small pair of speakers to as a third source of reference lah. Okay. But it turns out that it looks a lot bigger than I expected. All right, and so it's taking up a lot of space on my desk here. So I'm going to think about having to reposition it, maybe reposition over there or on my mix console. I've got some other stuff as well. And oh, if you're watching, lah, that is. There's only one person. Is that you, Apple? Okay. So, all right. I've also got this to check out. All right. This is the Creator 24 bundle from Bear Dynamic, right? The good folks from Bear Dynamic here in Malaysia lent me this. So this is the Creator 24 bundle. So what it includes in here, right? So this is actually built around the Bear Dynamic Fox, the USB microphone, which also coincidentally is the one which I always use for video calls and video conferencing. This one here, Bear Dynamic Fox. So in its class, right, of all the USB microphones out there, this one uh, this one is touted and is advertised as having the best AD and DAC specifications out there lah. So meaning that it's got the best sound quality. So always the problem the issue with all the USB microphones is always their weak point has always been the quality of their converters. Obviously because it's built at such a low price point, so obviously they have to skimp a little bit on some of the components lah. So that's one of the most crucial components will be the converters, the AD and the DA converters. Okay, so this is the Creator 24 bundle. I'm going to be again doing another unboxing video and a review of this, okay, real soon, so stay tuned for it. Okay, this bundle is cool because it includes, here we go, the pair of headphones, DT240 headphones, the box, and also a copy of Cubase LE. Yay! All right, Cubase LE 9.5. Now, let's see. I'm personally going to be thinking about getting this, right? Because I've been using the Fox for a long time. But I want to get this because it comes with the bundle headphones, and the reason why is that on my laptop, right, I would rather run like a lighter version of Cubase, because I have my full version of Cubase installed here, but man, on my old laptop it can get a little laggy and a little slower. So maybe running a lighter version would do, because all I want to do anyway on my laptop is just capture like really rough ideas, or just do like recording, simple recording, right? Not doing any intensive or heavy processing or mixing on it. So there's that. Okay. I also have another thing. One more thing here. There you go. This is a heavy box, much heavier, bigger. All right. I also got this to check out. This is the Vanguard Audio Labs V4. The V4 is the fat condenser microphone. They also have a tube model as well. And again, very thankful for the folks at Vanguard Audio Labs for sending me this unit to check out. So I'll be doing another video on this really soon. Okay, so lots of cool stuff coming up, man. Lots of toys to be playing around with. Okay, all right. Now I guess since if there's no one else kind of watching, I'll still be hanging around here until 12. But just in case there's no one, I guess let me do a quick signing out the video first. Okay. All right. So thank you guys, all right, for watching. Again, sorry there's no mixed stream today. Hopefully there will be another one next week. It's all planned, it's all scheduled, but sometimes it takes a little while to sort of sort things out with the clients or with the band or the artists that I've been asking to feature. Okay, so thank you very much, Rain, for watching this. I really had fun and really fun enjoying and um, talking about some of the issues that surrounding the music industry, right? Especially the topic about the dissolution of MRM, and of course the question of um, the Hits FM, right? The issue of local Malaysian radio stations not playing enough local music. So, oh wait, hang on a second. Looks like there is another question from Epu is still there. Any plugin suggestion? Plugin suggestions are, I know. I'm gonna be doing a video real soon, right? Two videos in fact. Okay. Again, because this topic that you mentioned actually is quite a popular question, which I've got a few times already. People have requested me to do this kind of video. So what I'm planning to do is I'm going to plan to do a five my five favorite plugins, right? Third party plugins video, which I will do, right? Right, a feature of my five favorite third party plugins, and another video, similar video would be my five favorite stock Cubase plugins. Okay, so some of the stock Cubase plugins are also awesome, and I use them all the time as well, and they're really fantastic. So uh, that would be kind of my answer to your question lah for plugin suggestions. Every time I guess if you watch all the MixStream videos, I also put the in the description. I'll always put the list of all of the frequently used equipment and the software which I usually use. So some of my favorite ones, which include, well, obviously everything that's in the Slate Digital All Access, the Plugin Alliance. The ones that get used a lot, I think you would mention, would be the TR Nova, right, which is the dynamic equalizer, the Waves C4, which again is fantastic, and the Waves MV2. Yeah, almost every episode of MixStream you see me using these three. So I guess these would be some of my favorite ones. And the best news of all, TDR is free. All right, free of charge. Cool. Let me get another sip of water. Sip of water. Okay, so this means I'll do my outro again later, because I will usually what I'll do is I'll edit all this up together. Okay, but thanks, man. Thank you, April. Please send my best regards and wishes to Hannah and your boy as well. Okay, hope you all are gonna be are staying safe and doing well and doing healthy. Next year, Chinese New Year, if you come and visit, then I have to bagi ang pao to your kids. Okay. Hey, the stream. Suddenly, there's like a little bit more people here. Hi, hello. Who's there? Please say hi if you have just joined the live stream, man. All right. All right. Thanks, JD. Hope we can meet soon. Okay. Right. Sure, man. Yeah. Oh. Studio Bang Fist is now the open back, right? Like you are taking it's opening again, right? Oh, Rich also says thanks, sir. As part of my YouTube for my YouTube channel, I want to do and try and and want to do like a lot of studio tours, and hopefully one day I maybe go over there and we'll do a little chat and a little interview with you, man. Okay, I hit you up. I message you. I'll come and we'll do like a little episode. I want to go around, and visit all our friends, all our our different colleagues who are working in different studio, because always can we are always people like us who are engineers, producers. We are always stuck in our um, we're always stuck in our own world lah. Okay, always stuck in here, tak pernah pergi ke mana-mana. Even if for gigs and shows also, right? I wish I could go to so many gigs, right? A lot more gigs to catch all the new bands that are out there. But always lah, right? Stuck in the studio. Okay. So yeah, we're open for business again. If you're free, please come to visit. Cool, cool, cool. All right. I guess I want to do a little. I'll plan it out. All right. A few things that I want to sort out. Firstly and most importantly is, I definitely want to get a better camera. At this moment, at this point in time, for all my YouTube content, YouTube channel, I'm been using my smartphone. I've been using my smartphone camera, and the quality is not that great lah. Okay, like for 2020 standards. So I am trying to uh, get a brand new camera. Like a good camera, which I can not only use um, web web use, but mainly just to shoot the content. Hopefully, let me get that camera sorted out first, and then I'll do like a little studio tour. Can ah, boleh? Alright, I'll contact you lah. Thanks, April. Okay. Rich, thanks for watching, man. Okay, thanks again. Thanks for watching. Gonna be here for another 15 minutes. Okay, I guess I'll wait lah. I'll wait for 15 minutes. Then only last. Then I will just do my outro. Okay, because I can always just edit it out. So right. Okay, what was I doing just now? Da, 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 da. Oh, Bangfish Studio. Do you guys still do jamming? Epo, if you're there, I mean, do you still jamming? Do you still do jamming, girl? Like last time, same place kan? Like I went last time. Oh, but the last time when I went there, it was Pak An kat sana that I met. Pak An. Okay. TDR Nova. How much is the gentleman's edition? I'm just wondering. Okay, because TDR Nova, talking about TDR Nova, right? The one that they have is totally free, but the gentleman's edition is the paid version. So let me just kind of show you where it is. Oh, so not anymore. So the place just what untuk you guys are just doing recording? Is it just for Bangface production stuff, or do you like record and produce for other bands, other acts, other artists also? Remove this. TDR Nova. Okay, share screen. Yeah, TDR Nova, man. Definitely want to check this out. Well, you talk about like one plugin which I really love to be this lah, TDR Nova. So I just want to check out the gentleman's version. Okay, so 60 pounds. Oh, 60 euros. 60 euros is how much? Berapa? 60 euros. 60. Oh, never mind. I have my xe.com app here, which I can check here. 60 euros. Right, only for recording, live recording as well. Yes, it's open for public. Oh, okay, cool, Chun. Hey, share. If you want to share any of the stuff that you've been doing, man. I always tell people on this on whenever I do this live Q&A, it's like it's an open forum, man. So you want to promote your own stuff lah, promote je, so that I can boleh check it out also. Cool. Recording, live recording, right? Any stuff that you're working on? xe.com. Let me see. 60 euros. TDR Nova. 60 euro berapa? So 60 euros is 289 ringgit, 290 ringgit. Look, actually, it's not too bad, lah. Okay, 289, 290 ringgit. Right. Haha, yes, you can listen to the new controversy bang song. Huh? New controversy? Is there another one? I mean, there was the one about the Akhir Zaman lah, right? Okay. I actually have my own comments and my own opinions on that. With I've not really shared um, to the public in anyone lah. I always share to it in private, in person. Okay. But are you talking about another controversial bang song, or is it that one? Is it Akhir Zaman? Huh? 60 euros. Let's see. 6 dynamic EQ bands. Man, I know I've been using the free TDR Nova for such a long time, so maybe it should be time to become a gentleman and put down the 60 euros for the for the full TDR version. Man, 6 bands is really really cool. I mean, they're so generous, man. TDR Nova with 4 bands also you can do a lot. With 4 bands of dynamic EQ, it's already a lot. So going up to the GE, the Gentleman's Edition, with 6 bands, that's really really cool, man. Okay. Next one, maybe not so controversy lah. Oh, but not out yet lah. Okay. I thought it's like there's another controversial song. It's like, did I miss something? You know, did I miss something? Whatever the latest news is. Now we're working on Bang Fei's new album and some of client stuff. Oh, cool. Really, really cool. New album. Any leaks? Any inside sneak peek ke, teaser ke? What's the concept? Concept ni macam mana for the new album? Is it going to be similar like what they did with the Akhir Zaman? Akhir Zaman is going to be part of the new album lah. I suppose kan. So back towards the more heavier, harder punk punk rock style. Back to square one. Oh, back to square one. That's cool, man. Yeah. So back to the older. Back to square one means back to English now. Yeah. English single, please. Tell Sam, English song. I want to hear an English song. Hola. English or BM, everything also okay. Right, by the way, for all you guys out there who may be watching this after you're doing a replay or over on YouTube, okay? April, I've known April for a long time, and even though he's got a funny name of April Kuat, right? So April's talented musician. He's also he's come a really really long way, right? As an engineer, as a producer, arranger himself, right? I think you've worked with Bang Face. Currently, you are now helping to run and engineer and record and mix for Bang Face. Their new stuff. And previously also with your other bands like Panic Room. So you also played. April also played with this band called Panic Room. You're right. If you watched my if you've been following my Facebook page, you see that I posted Panic Room songs many times. They're really one of the most underrated bands out there, right? Let me quickly try and search for it. Panic Room. Where is it? Ayo. Okay, Panic Room, Malaysia. What is this? Escape room pula. Ah, okay, there we go. I found it. Hey. Okay, I'm going to. Alright. Guys, alright, if you're watching this, I highly recommend. Okay, let me unshare this first. Let me share another screen. Share back my YouTube. Guys, right, I want you guys to check out Panic Room. Okay, so this is one of Apple's bands previously. Ipad still active ke? Last time I saw nampak dia rambut dia like panjang already, you know. Still keep in touch with the rest of the guys, but Panic Rooms to consist of Apple, Ipad, oh, I forgot the guitarist's name, and Ijam on the drums, right? Ijam is also another fantastic, one of my favorite drummers out there. Used to drum for Punkface, used to drum for Hyperact, okay? Cool. So if you are watching this, guys, I really recommend, please head down and to Panic Room's YouTube channel here. As you can see, I'm subscribed. I'm a subscriber. Okay, right. Click on the subscribe button and check out on all the songs. Right, to me, they're one of the most underrated Malaysian bands out there. You know, sometimes I think a lot of the bands out there, some of the great bands I've worked with, some of the favorite bands I work with are bands that have never, got a lot of huge mainstream radio airplay or success, right? Some of the favorites ones and some of the best sounding ones, in my opinion, okay, right, are the bands which are underrated and didn't get really picked up by mainstream. But check it out, these guys have Terbang Denganmu was one of it. 3 years ago, wow. Bukan di sini 5 years ago. Malam 6 years ago. Right. Pasti nanti angin panas. Wow, that was 8 years ago. A long time ago, man. Maksudnya this like what, 2012, 2011, 2012. So that's how long ago I've known April, man. Right. So, okay. Panic Room starting to collect stuff for new album. Good, yeah. Haha, everyone really busy with work. Okay, busy with work is good, better than having no work even in this kind of a PKP time. Yeah, yes, man. Okay, you're welcome, man. Right. I really love it. I've said it before. People have always asked me. I think we there's always this old two terms that people use: DIY, which I don't like to use, because DIY means do it yourself. When you do something yourself, it always brings on the meaning of, oh, I have to struggle and do everything myself. I have to like struggle and do that yourself, okay? Or the band, or in the band context, like, oh, the band has to struggle themselves. Actually, we should think it of DIT, do it together. Let's do it together and do it together as a community, as a whole. I will always want to love to see everyone be lifted up, to see everyone grow. Like April now, like before that, you definitely got so much more experience and confidence now as an engineer and as a producer. We want to see all the bands grow. Punkface, when we worked on the first album, what was it, 2007, I guess? Remember, it's so long ago, right? And then they've come a long way, all the way so far. Well, I guess tonight is like a semi Punkface reunion trip, man. Because Paris also was who was in the chat earlier, was also managing for Punkface. Okay, and then April used to tag for them. Used to tag for the band, and then now you are helping them run and manage the studio and record and engineer and produce projects out of their studio as well. So you look back all these years, man, it's great. It's amazing to see everybody moving up, growing. Everyone's been learning and expanding and new stuff. So yeah, really cool. I look forward to it, man. Yeah, and we'll catch up really soon. Okay, guys, it's already coming up to 12 midnight, so I'm gonna kind of call this a wrap. Okay, so thank you very much again for those who joined in the live stream, and if you're watching this on the replay, all right, thank you very much. I really appreciate it as well. Okay, do leave your comments, or if you have any questions or feedback on any of the topics that we've discussed in this video. Okay, um, um, the topic about the MRM, the topic of the Hits FM, local radio stations not supporting and playing local music. I would love to hear your comments, right? If you're watching on Facebook, you leave your comments down in the Facebook section. If you're going to watching this replay on YouTube, please leave them in the comments lah. Okay. And do take your time. I hope you please leave a like on this video if you're watching. Do share it, okay? And do share as many of my videos as possible. Click if you're watching on subscribe, head on to my YouTube channel, okay? Let me very quickly scroll back to my YouTube channel over here. Okay, Studio 2105. Check it out. All right, please subscribe to it. Remember to also click on the notification bell so that you'll be updated. I try to upload at least 2 to 3 videos every week. Okay, I know it's crazy, with so many sessions going on. I'm still trying to do all of this. So weekly live streams, right? The MixStream is a live stream. I do the weekly update Wednesday, which is every Wednesday. I give you guys the latest updates on what's been happening in the music scene, the music industry, and in the studio, what's been going on. That is also the weekly Q&A, where I will always solicit and get questions from all over the internet, from people out there in the recording and mixing the community. So I always answer a particular topic as well. So please head on down, to all the playlists over there. Okay, and let's see what else. Subscribe to the channel. Remember to click on notification, and I will hope to see you guys again in the next episode, or whichever the next video I'm going to be posting up lah. All right, so thank you once again. All right, I just spotted some people who just joined in. Hey Lester, okay, all right, hi brother. You're a bit late, man. I'm about to close and end the live stream already. Okay, but I'm really glad. I appreciate that you jumped in. Okay, all right, all right. Oh, not because of you. I learned a lot from you. Okay, well, learning is a two-way process, man. As much as you learn from me, I also learn. Right, with working with other people, as working with you, working with the Bangface boys. I always learn. It's learning is a two-way. It's a two-way process, man. Right. Keep teaching me, senpai. Right. All right. Like Yoda said, okay. All right. Like Yoda said, oh, your training is now complete. It is. Complete. Your training. It is. Have to use the same grammar syntax as Yoda lah. Okay. I learned a lot from you. All right. Oh, good man. Next one. Okay. Right. Right, shout out from all the way in Sabah. Since you are in Lester is actually one of the announcers over at the radio station in Sabah, Kopi Kopi FM. Do you want to comment on the latest hot topic of radio stations, especially now? I think maybe you can watch back the replay of this, rewind to about maybe from 45 minutes onwards. Okay, because there are two very hot topics in the industry that came out on social media today. One was about MRM, right? The dissolution of MRM, and the other one was about the local radio stations. In specifically, there was an issue about Hits.fm not supporting and playing. So if you can leave your comments there, I would really love to hear it, man, because you are someone who is in radio. Is it the same situation? What's your pandangan apa your pandangan, what's your perspective, especially coming over from the Sabah music industry scene? Maybe you guys view you guys see this from a different perspective, a different point of view than from locally from a format, the radio stations such as Hits and Era lah. Okay, maybe, man, I would love to hear what you've got to say about this, man. Okay, till then, again, right? Okay. Again, I'm not gonna do the outro anymore. Okay, let's call it a night. I'm gonna call it a night. I've got some stuff to do. Thank you again for watching. See you again in the next video. Bye.